say times I can be misunderstood. Yeah. There'll be good days and bad days, like the preacher said it would. All I ask is you will try loving me. All I ask is you will try loving me. 'Cause loving me ain't easy. I know it ain't.
What's going on? It's your boy, King Kinda, the People's Champ in the building. And today, I have someone that's known me since I had rashes on my head in high school, and I weighed close to 300 and something pounds, standing 6'2". And it was, well, I'm still loud, but, you know, I was a different person back then. Lanisha's in the building. Lanisha Cunningham. Let's give it up, y'all.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Especially when I have people that I went to school with. Man, it was different times back then. It really was,
for sure.
Yes. But right now, we have you on the show because you are into fitness big time.
Yes, that's correct.
And when I say big time, y'all, it's like every time you see her, either she's coming from a class, coming probably from her personal workout, right? And that's what she does. And I remember the Zumba was the first thing.
Yes, that's how I got into fitness.
Okay. Now, before we get into that, I have to ask this question. How was your week?
My week was pretty good. I'm a full-time college student as well.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that, but
I didn't know that.
I go to Georgia Southern University.
Oh, wow.
In Savannah.
So, Georgia Southern, what are you taking?
So this is going to be totally different from fitness, but I'm majoring in history.
Oh, the history buff.
And I have a minor in food and science nutrition.
Food and science nutrition?
Yes.
So how long is that course, and how long are you going to be doing that while you're doing this fitness journey?
I'm almost done. Next semester I have one class left.
Okay.
And then I have a bachelor's degree.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing this for a while.
Excuse me, Miss Sophisticated. You know what I'm saying? Well, how are you balancing all that, sis? Like, hold on now. Tell the world how many children you have.
I have 3 children.
3 children?
Yes.
What are their ages?
My oldest is 20, and then I have a 17-year-old, and then I have one that is about to be, well, no, he just turned 10 last week, yes. So, yeah.
That's the one with the foot, like the one that can kick, right?
Yes, they call him, they say he has a steel boot on his leg.
Steel boot on his leg. And, you're married.
I'm married to Jeremy Cunningham.
Jeremy, that's my prez. That's my prez.
Yes.
Where is he here today? Oh, he is. He's over there. He's in the cut. Security. But look. Now, did he get that steel foot from you, or did he get it from his father?
He did not get it from me. I don't know if he got it from his father. His father was a track star when he was younger, though.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you knew that. Maybe you found out today. I'm not sure.
Oh, so dang, you got her throwing shots too, huh, sir? Wow. Well, I'm glad you brought that up because we do have footage. We got footage. Today, I didn't want to dust somebody. So, you know, they always say to people, you have to throw out your excuses before you see exactly what happens. Understand that I had on Kohans when I was racing this guy, okay? And also, you know, I have sort of a disability with my leg. But anyways, look, that's neither here nor there. There was a race done today at Recreation Department in Liberty County, and we're just going to go straight into it. Here it is. This is what happened. See here, we're just starting. And right there, I slipped.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Eddie got
right
the
there, I
brakes beat
slipped.
off him.
I slipped.
On the puddle.
He got
not
the
a
brakes
puddle.
beat
Run
off
that
him.
back. Run it back. You don't have to go through all that.
people tell
Just
him
run
to
it back
hell.
real quick. We got to run that back so they can see what happened. Yeah, run that back. Yeah. So we're going to watch it again, everyone. Now it says ready, set, and then I missed the count. But look, I was right there neck and neck.
Oh,
and
Lord have mercy. Eddie got the brakes beat
so,
off him.
Yeah, I was racing the track star.
He got the
husband,
brakes beat off him.
and he
The
kind
people tell
of
us-
he beat me, but not much, but he beat me. So he's always been pretty quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
People underestimate him.
They do?
Yeah.
I
He's
figured
won
it.
a lot of races.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Spur of the moment, like how y'all did today.
Spur of the moment. Yeah. I wasn't ready. But look, with your career in fitness, what are the things that you've learned over time about the whole fitness game?
I've learned a lot of things. The first thing is that sometimes fitness is not instilled in us at a young age, especially in the minority community. And, we're used to seeing when January hits, new year, new me.
Yeah.
And then the fall off by around March.
Yes.
I grew up in a family where my parents were both in the military. My mom did the New Year, New Me, and my dad was actively in sports, playing basketball at the gym and things like that. But it really wasn't a part of our daily lifestyle. So I've noticed that with a lot of people. Now it seems like it's become a trend within the last 5 years that people are into fitness and things like that. But it's not really that popular, I feel like, in our area, and especially aligning it with good nutrition too.
I was going to say the food that we eat.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because that's a topic, especially in our culture, that we don't talk about enough. We'll hit on it. We'll be like, yeah, man, I'm going to be vegan. You know what I'm saying? Because we weren't meant to eat meat. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, that's more where we'll have that conversation, and then I'll go get a burger and completely forget about that.
Yeah.
But with the nutrition part and the exercise, especially when with the sports season, we got a lot of people that want to be athletes.
Yes.
But then we're at the house and we're not even feeding them the nutritional values that they need.
They don't. And I'm actually taking sports nutrition right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in my minor. I'm learning a lot of things of how the different macronutrients you need it to do certain things, to do endurance, to do speed training, all those things. And a lot of people are just not informed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can issue you a little challenge here, okay? And we'll challenge if she accepts. This is all up to her because it just popped in my mind, but y'all know I gotta speak it. Look, can you help my wife and I get in shape? We do the before and afters, and of course, because I know your agent back there. Yes, we will pay. We will pay. Okay. And that's what I need people to realize. We have to support people that support us. There's so many times that I've seen her in the community, guys, whether it's her, whether it's people that she knows that does the same thing that she does, she is promoting health. It's not like you just see her in her classes and then outside her classes, she just has a bag and with her little cup and walking around. No, she's out in the community getting this message out. We were talking about nutrition. What are some of the things nutritionally that you've learned, especially about people that's like, oh, we should go vegan. Oh, no, I need to eat more meat. Is there any type of balance between that you've learned?
I definitely think it's personal preference because sometimes people make those choices for religious purposes. Sometimes people are doing different types of fitness modalities, so you might need more protein, especially with the bodybuilding and things like that.
Yeah.
So it just depends on preference. I will say that the main thing that people need to realize is how much of these macronutrients they need to take in, the protein, the fat, the carbohydrates, because that really plays a big role in your results. Yeah.
So the macronutrients, I want to be kind of swole. You know what I'm saying? I want to have my my little 6-pack or 3-pack, whatever I can get. And so, so I can look good, especially for the summertime.
Right.
Now, I can kind of see the form there, and I even see you know, you got fat over you, but you can still see it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. It's like I know I got the fat over there, but I can still see where I can be structured. Like, can this happen in 30 days?
No, it cannot.
Please?
No.
Okay. I thought I would try.
It's science. It will
It's
not happen in
science.
30 days. No.
So there's no magical pill
No.
or anything that I can take?
No. And that's the thing that people need to realize. You need to make it a lifestyle change, like how you go to work, how you wake up every day, how you eat every day. You have to do these things. You have to make fitness a lifestyle change. Because if not, if you have that quick fix mentality, you're always going to be defeated. Always.
Well, hold on now, because I saw in this infomercial, like I wasn't asleep yet, right? So it was like, you can lose weight. And then I woke up and they said if I take this pill that it'll burn fat and all I got to do is walk. That'll work?
I can't speak on them. I can only speak on
You don't
what I
look
know.
confident in it.
Yeah,
though.
I don't. Because I feel like if that was true, everyone would do it.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have any gyms. We wouldn't have.
Yeah,
It'd
you're
be
right.
very simple.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
All right. This is the hot topic now. What about Ozempic? I've been seeing people lose weight, but it be hanging. It don't be. No, they got to go get it cut off. But
So with Ozempic, I think that yes, it does work, but you still have to incorporate something else with it. So it's kind of like a tool, I guess, to help people. Just like how people take fat burners,
yes,
the energy drinks, pre-workout is something to help.
look, with you saying that, the reason that I'm saying it is because a lot of people do have the false delusion that they can just take a pill and everything turns out perfect. Like they're supposed to drop all of this weight and it's a miracle. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I know that you started off with hard work. What were your fitness goals? Like when
I started in the gym, well, first I started with Zumba fitness. But that led me to strength training because I was just in that environment. And my goal was to learn, actually, just to learn how the body works, learn about science, and then just use myself as the puppet. So in the beginning, I had goals. Like I kind of had like, I need to have a six-pack. I need to have all this. But as time went on and I made it my lifestyle, this is just my lifestyle. And whatever aesthetics come with it, that's just what comes with it. So,
Wow.
I mean, I've always had goals of becoming stronger. But other than that, I just make it a lifestyle change.
lifestyle. And
Yeah.
yeah, because a lot of people like to use the word diet, and diet is not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, lifestyle change makes a lot more sense.
A lifestyle change for sure. Because
And-
diet, it has a negative connotation to it. And people tend to like give it up because they have a lot of high expectations that they can't meet. So you just make it a lifestyle change. There are moments where I don't always eat nutrient-dense foods. Like I crave sweets, I might eat that, but I don't overindulge.
How you don't overindulge in sweets? Like, how is that possible?
I just get my little fix and keep it moving.
Wow. Now, you talking about just getting like a pack and just taking one strip out, or like, all right, I'm eating this
Now,
whole pack.
sometimes I go crazy. Mr. Cunningham knows, right?
Uh-huh. Look. So you just have to do it in moderation.
You got to do it in moderation, and you got to you really have to know a little bit about what you're eating too, because you can't always believe everything that's on the nutrition label. You need to know how to read that and to know how to make choices of eating nutrient-dense foods rather than high-calorie foods.
I got you.
Yeah.
With the nutrient-dense foods, you're talking about like fruits.
Things that are natural. So if you had a choice between a glass of orange juice and an orange, you would take the orange because the orange juice has more things. Or if you had a choice between, I don't know, a turkey burger. Maybe that's not a good example, but
Not a good one.
let's say a sweet potato and French fries. Like, if you eat a sweet potato, you never hear of anyone eating like 5 sweet potatoes.
No.
They eat one and they're done. But you hear people eating fries and fries and fries because it's high calorie and it's not giving the natural nutrients your body needs, so your body's not satisfied. So your brain keeps telling you to keep eating, eating, eating. But if you think about if you eat those nutrient-dense foods like fruits and vegetables, you don't overeat that. And they don't have high calories. So even if you are famished, you can have more and it's not gonna really hurt you.
Yeah, I switched to the sweet potatoes because I heard that I guess it's just a good starch.
Yeah.
Because you have good starch, you got bad starch.
Yeah.
And I cut out everything white in my life as far as food. No racism there. I mean food, like white rice, white potatoes, all that. But yeah, I cut that out, and that's when I really started seeing some results without even working out, because they say it's 80% nutrition and
the rest is fitness or exercise. Yeah.
So there's truth to that.
That is true.
Okay. Now, let's get back to you and you growing up.
I am.
Where are you? Where are you originally from?
I am originally a military brat. So
Okay.
both of my parents were in the Army, and they met in Panama, the country, and that's where I was born.
You were born in Panama.
I was born in Panama, but my ethnicity is black.
Yeah.
The installation shut down years ago, but I left when I was a baby. So I didn't get to experience it until a couple years ago when my husband took me there on our anniversary trip. It was like a surprise trip.
Oh, look at him being all romantic. And can I give your husband a shout out? Do you mind?
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, I like to shout out Mr. Cunningham. That is our president. President Cunningham of the 11 Black Men. And you guys, I joke with him a lot, but let me give him his flowers. He's been running this organization, and it has gone so smooth. I mean, the last banquet they had Senator Warnock gave a shout out to the 11 Black Men and gave the boys and the people a message, and it's truly spectacular. Whenever you have somebody that's that involved and putting in the positive time and effort, they deserve to be recognized. So I do want to recognize your husband, and now I understand why he married you, because that was that missing link. He was like, I'm gonna be healthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So look. Oh, shouts out to Mitchell Boston. Look, Mitch said, talk slow. I'm on my way. So you got the Kings are wanting to be there. Eddie King Myers, he's normally across the street, but I had messed up and told him a different day, so he didn't even, so I didn't want to push him on him like that. But yeah, looks like the Kings are ready to get healthy also, so they're on their way.
That's good.
But you growing up, so you didn't grow up in Panama?
I didn't grow up in Panama. I grew up around everywhere because my parents were in the military.
What about your high school life or middle school?
I moved here in middle school. So I moved here when I started 7th grade.
So you're from Liberty County. Just say that. Yeah. That's right. Liberty County, healthy people in the building.
Right. Hinesville represent.
How was it in Liberty County? Can you recall some of those days and what we were like back then?
It was definitely different. A lot more socialization.
Yes.
A lot more community.
Yes.
People interacted with each other. Families were involved with other families. Get-togethers were a big thing. Even as far as discipline, other parents were allowed to discipline you if they saw you doing something wrong.
Correct.
And we were very active. Outside all day, across town on bikes.
Yes. That's how we knew where everybody was.
Yes.
If I was in a car and I saw about 3 or 4 bikes and I'm like, oh, wait, no, that's the help. Oh, that's got that green seat. Oh, that's Lonzo them.
Yes.
I know where everybody at. You know what I'm saying? So when I get home, even though I lived in the country, y'all, we were so spread out. Lord, y'all had it good in the city.
Yeah, we were very active. Yes, for sure.
Now, with growing up in Liberty County, what are the changes that you've seen from then to now?
In reference to just in the whole?
In whole, yes.
A lot of businesses have flourished. And one thing I like about Liberty County, because we have the military installation, I feel like, I don't know now, but back then, the military and local community were like collaborated. Like everyone knew everyone.
You know what? You're right.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Like you knew soldiers and they knew the local people.
Yes. And it was more of a personal level. Now, look, don't get it twisted. We did have our problems because, look, at one time the base was open.
It was open before 9/11.
Yes, it was completely open. Excuse me. I got shouts out to Kim McLaughlin. Thank you for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube at Black Kings Free Game. All right, but. Yeah, we used to go on base and go to the
bowling alley,
the
pool.
Yeah, the pool hall. Oh no, the swimming pool. And they had a pool hall. It was like a sports club thing where they had a boxing ring in the middle.
Oh yeah,
you remember that one? Yeah, we used to go there. We used to have a good time. Now we did have a couple of problems, but overall, it was like everybody knew everybody.
Everyone knew everyone.
Wow, we were a lot more mature. To me, than what I see in today's society.
We were mature.
Kids are a lot smarter, like as far
Technology.
as intellectual, that. But as far as common sense and that brain power, I'm like, where are we headed?
Battery is draining.
Yes. So, well, I do remember that.
That was a big part of the community then, and I think this is like nationwide or worldwide, but family involvement in schools are bigger now. Like back then, we usually had both parents working, so we were kind of left at home.
Yeah.
You know, they would come to stuff. Yeah, they would come and stuff when they could. But now, I'm very impressed. Like all the schools my kids have went to, like the family involvement is really high. It's like hard to find a parking space.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
That is true.
But I like to see that.
Yeah, the encouragement of your children.
Yeah.
Especially with these extracurricular activities.
And a lot of people, they may not realize that the family is the first, like, place where kids learn.
Say that one more time.
The family is the first place where kids learn.
One more time.
Family is the place where kids learn.
And you are exactly right.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Especially, well, just like you said earlier, you said that you could be disciplined by somebody else in the community. There was a lot more trust amongst our...
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, I don't know you.
Defense mode.
Yeah, defense on everything.
All the time.
And I don't get it. Now, I do try and, if I see a kid out there, especially if I know their folks, I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
If you're doing wrong, hey, come on now. I think they would trust me enough to be able to talk to the children.
Right.
I'm not going to snatch them up and everything like my folks did because they, I've been snatched up. I don't know if you have, but.
I've had my times of snatches.
Yes. And it might not have even been by you. I had a teacher that was my cousin.
Oh.
Well, still is my cousin.
Lovely.
Yeah. Her name is Marsha Simmons. I was at Liberty Elementary, and this was the time where they were building Snelson Golden. So we had to stay at Liberty Elementary for I think it was like a beginning of a year or something like that. And I was in the hallway and I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing.
You were a class clown.
Yes. Well, yeah, you guys snitch on me. But she picked me up and slammed me on my back.
What?
In school.
And nobody looked twice.
No, it was more of a natural thing. And I bet some of the teachers was like, I'm glad she got him. Because he need to sit down somewhere. He doing too much. And I probably was. But that's me, especially back then. But yeah, she did that. It wasn't in today's news, a teacher slammed a student on the ground.
Right.
And we'll have more from Kimberly while we're there at the school. Like, it was none of that. It was understood and appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't do anything that was too extra. It was like, it wasn't like she just, John Cena. No, it was more like, bam, sit yourself down somewhere. So that was appreciated. But nowadays, I dare.
Oh, no, you better not.
No, it's a trip, man. It's like we don't have the camaraderie anymore. But that's another subject.
Yeah.
We're talking about health today. Now, Zumba. Was Zumba your first start?
It was. So Zumba, for those of you who don't know, it's a dance fitness program. We dance to Latin, international music around the world. We're just trying to embrace community with everyone, accepting cultures and diversity, and we have a good time.
I see that.
It's like a party.
It is.
All the time. It's a great stress reliever too. So I started with Zumba. I was actually introduced to it by a coworker. So before this, I was in early child development. So I was a pre-K teacher. And my coworker invited me to the Zumba event, and it was every October they celebrate breast cancer awareness.
Oh,
so they have them around the country, around the world. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I'll come. But at first I was like, girl, I don't know how to do that salsa, because I didn't really know what Zumba was. I went. Everyone had on pink and black. It was different instructors showing their style, and it was just a lot of energy, a lot of good energy in the room. I was definitely out of breath. But I was like, what is this? I love this. Because I've always loved to dance. And then from there, I got the schedule and I started going to all the Zumba instructors' classes, and it was amazing. I was encouraged to become an instructor by one of them.
Oh, wow.
And at first I was like, no, ma'am. No. But a group of students went and got the license, so I went with them. And that's kind of like how I got started.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
somebody planted a seed.
Yeah. Small moments matter. And look into what it's grown into.
Yeah.
And yes, I do remember Lanisha in school. Lanisha used to have this hairdo. Tell me if I'm wrong, but didn't you have the sides cut at one point?
No. That was not me.
That was her. She ain't trying to.
I was a class clown too, though.
Oh, okay.
Because me and my friend Keita, we used to be real silly. You remember her?
Yes. Yes. And like I said, it was a different time back then, man. And you never know in life who people are going to turn out to be.
And no.
Because everybody was going to probably say, oh, yeah, Mark, yeah, he's probably going to be locked up somewhere. Or yeah.
I didn't think that. I thought you were going to be a singer. Didn't you used to sing in the hallways?
Oh, man, y'all know.
I thought he was going to be a singer.
Yeah, y'all, you know, I used to sing back in the day. I still do a little bit now. But yeah, it was me, my friend Tori.
Yep.
And there was another group, Deshaun. Right now his name is Deshaun Sings. Y'all can look him up. I got to give a shout out to my guy.
Yeah.
Yep, Deshaun. And Nathaniel Warthow used to sing with him from time to time. And those times in high school, we were really singing. Like, teachers would give us money for studio time.
Yep.
Miss Reese wrote a check out. I still have the check.
I don't know if this is a real memory, but I feel like you and Tori were singing in the commons area, and I don't know why I'm seeing like a wedding dress or something. Like it was some kind of skit.
It might have been. We used to do those skits for break. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's probably what it was. I remember that.
I do remember Tori breaking up with the girl. I'm not even going to say her name.
Oh, my goodness.
Her name was Jessica Green. But what happened was, I guess she went on a date with a guy. Tori came to me and said, hey, bro, we got to sing this to this girl in the hallway. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about now? He said, I got to sing this to her. It was a breakup song. What's wrong with your crazy? Waking me up early in the morning, still yawning. And he sang that to her at break.
In front of everyone.
In front of everybody. And I'm talking about, I could just actually see like her, because we could sing. It wasn't like we sucked. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all could sing. I remember.
Like we was blowing, and he made me sing that, and he sung it too. But I remember that was terrible of you, Tori Burchett. That was real bad of you, but it was worse of me, even there with your foolishness. But so in Liberty County High School, since we're talking about that, who were some inspirational people? Do you have any inspirational teachers from back then?
Oh my goodness. Teachers from Liberty County.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I had any. Oh, I did. My favorite teacher. And she was a hard teacher, but I just feel like she prepared me for college. Her name was Miss Williamson, and then she got married and she went to Miss Robertson.
Miss Robertson.
She was an English teacher
She had braces? No.
No, she was an
Okay.
English teacher, I think, on the 400 hall, but she taught us like we were in college.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of the students didn't like it. And I remember I got senioritis, and it was like a month before graduation, and she sent a letter to my mom saying that I was failing. And I had to get it
What?
together. And she gave us 4 opportunities for extra credit, and I was the only one who did all of them, and I passed with a B.
Oh, wow.
But I remember
Yeah, you were one of the smart ones.
I was average.
Yeah, you say that. You said B. I never saw a B except in PE and band and
Ooh.
chorus. I got an A in chorus. So one of my teachers was Mr. Cade. Do you remember Mr. Cade?
Oh, he was always smiling. I never had him, but he
Yeah.
always seemed like he had good energy, always smiling.
He did. He did have
I
very
think he
good.
was next to Miss Sedgwick's room.
Yep, at the end of the hallway.
Because I had Miss Sedgwick, yeah.
Yes. Mr. K was in class and everybody was like in their own world for some reason. Like Mr. K normally had control of the class, but today everybody was clowning. But this was a class that I was passing. It was history. It was world history. And it was just the way that he got involved in the classroom. And he said, "Dang gummit," and hit the the little tassels that used to hang off the things they used to pull down, like the maps and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
hit it. "Dang gummit, if you guys would just listen to me, we can learn and have fun." And I was like, "Yeah, y'all shut up." I remember that. And everybody was like, "Did Mark just say shut up?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, because Mr. K's a real one, man." And it was the involvement with some of these teachers. Back then, it wasn't about just our emotions. It was more of them saying, "Hey, life isn't going to give you what you want.
Yeah, like setting us up.
Yeah, it's going to give you what you're going to get."
Yep.
So that's the difference I see now. Not saying that everything is bad, but it was a real big difference. And from that seed, from a person you work with to Zumba to now,
So now I'm planting seeds
you're
in other
planting-
people,
You are
helping them change their lifestyle.
exactly. And changing someone's lifestyle, I want you to know this. It doesn't just change that person.
Right.
Because when someone changes their lifestyle, anyone around them in their vicinity is affected. That means the children's lifestyle will start to change. They'll be eating better. And then they'll take that to their children. So you're not just changing individuals, you're changing generations, because the people that receive your information and they apply it in their life, it becomes something that's passed down, because these kids get used to, "I'm gonna eat healthy." And when
Right.
they eat unhealthy, they notice their body is like, "Oh my God, why is
Feel
it so
good.
different?"
Yeah.
Yeah, so remember that you're changing generations, Lanisha, and it started off in middle school. And I know you were born in Panama, but it started off in middle school right here in Liberty County, y'all. And Zumba, I walked into one of your classes when it was at the YMCA. And I remember I went in there because I was gonna clown around and everything, and then we started working. I'm like, "Hey man, hold on, these steps, like look, what's going? All right, now I'm working," and y'all were having so much fun, and the fun got into me, and then I started doing it for real. I only did it that one time, but I remember where I forgot that I was working out.
Yep.
It's like you
It's
just
like a disguise.
yeah. So when you're doing these things, how many people can you remember whose lives you changed that still communicate with you to this day?
Well, back then I wasn't doing the personal training, but a lot of people on my Facebook have been to my Zumba class. Now I will say that a lot of my students, I've had them as clients, and I wasn't promoting, at the Y. I was just, on my page showing my journey, and
Yes.
people reach out to me, and I've had a lot of people that I've worked with. Yeah.
And in your journey, especially with the people that's reaching out, the ones when you went to your personal, like when you just did the one-on-ones and everything, which one do you like better? You like the personal or do you like the class? Because I can see that being very different.
It is different. I like Zumba because it's a great stress reliever, and there's like no judgment. Like, you can have people come in who's never danced before, people with no coordination, people who are new to the area.
You say no coordination?
No coordination.
You mean something like this? Hey, engineer, could you play us that video? And this, by no way, is Lanisha's class. But if you guys check this out.
They're just hitting a simple grapevine.
That's, bam. Oh, who's the lady in the blue shirt? What's, oh, wow.
She's doing grapevine too. She's going the other way.
Oh, wow. So, this, you guys, is Zumba. This is what you'd experience at Lanisha's class, right? That style right there. Oh, they're really getting it. So is that how your class is? Like, with the rhythmic steps and...
Oh yeah, it's very rhythmic. Like, you just mirror what I'm doing. Yeah. But you have to think everyone's brains are not the same.
Well what are you trying to say?
So sometimes people, they see something that's not really happening. But like I said, the no judgment, no one's ever going to tell them.
I'm sorry, y'all. If I'm in that class, I'm going to say,
no, you're not.
You don't have rhythm.
I'm like, shh.
But everybody see it, Lanisha. Everybody sees it.
It's okay. But they're in their own world. There's a lot of memes that came out around that time that said how I feel in Zumba class, what I really look like. So they'll show somebody like a superstar, like, yeah, and then they're all sweaty and look all nasty, and that's what it really look like. Nobody says anything. We have your own truth in the Zumba class.
So you pick up your rhythm as it goes then.
Yeah, and so when an instructor does their playlist, they try to keep it repetitive. So just like how you learn songs on the radio. Think about all the songs you know the words to. Thousands.
Yes.
And people are probably like, how do you remember that? It's the same thing with Zumba.
And it just becomes muscle memory.
Yep, muscle memory.
Now, as far as like working a sweat, like after the first song, do you think I'm going to be all sweaty and...
It depends on your cardio ability.
If you guys could just see the head nod behind her back of somebody saying, yeah. But...
It depends on your endurance level. You will feel warm, like your muscles will feel looser. We do our warm-ups. Everyone is different, but if you've been in Zumba for a while, like I use a DJ, so he mixes all the songs, and the warm-up's about 8 minutes long. So we can hit step, touch, grapevine, toning, all in that, trying to warm up the full body. And then we go into the playlist where we take the trip around the world, different rhythms.
Now, with these rhythms, do they go for a specific body part? Like you're doing chest. Like, are you working the whole complete body throughout?
You're working the whole complete body. So with Zumba, they have a formula with how they want you to teach, and every time a certain part of the song comes around, you do the same movement. So every time the chorus comes around, we're going to do the same move. Every time the verse comes around, the bridge, the hook, the rap, whatever, the break. And then they have basic rhythms, like different categories. So in the basic one, you have salsa, merengue, reggaeton, cumbia. Each of those have 4 major moves. Okay. So that's how we're able to differentiate, like, oh, that's a cumbia. That's this, because you'll see it and then you'll hear the instruments that are in it. So with Zumba, we get real creative. So sometimes we can make the move front and back. Sometimes we can turn it to the side. Sometimes we can go directional. So yeah, so it's different. It's working everything, but it's just we do incorporate some toning, like we'll have some squats in there, but it's nothing like strength. It's more so for your endurance and your cardio.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and it also works like balance, agility, coordination, those other fitness components.
I definitely need to start.
You should come.
I am, but...
No judgment, and you have a VIP seat. Everyone who's new always goes to the back. So you'll have space back there.
So I can look and be like, okay, hold on now. 1, 2.
Yes.
Hey.
And then we also have the people in the front. That's who we call the front row divas. So these are the people, when we mess up, we look at them like, oh, what's coming next? Because they know.
Kind of makes the class even.
They know. And for people in the back, if it's a crowded class, they'll look at them if they can't see me. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let me shout out one of my front row divas, Carla Tyson.
Carla, shots out.
Yes, she has been coming to my classes since I started in 2015. And so I will bring back old choreography and I'm like, Carla, do you remember this? Because I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah. Man, it's always good to have those type people in your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because that's what makes the class a little bit easier for you to do what you need to do. It's like, everybody keep moving. And you get that one person that's not, you be like, come on with me. Come on, I got you. You got this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's your supporting cast.
That's my supporting cast. And Zumba's also my outlet to release. Yeah. Because I don't really have to think. I just go in there and dance. I mean, I have to cue and all that stuff, but...
Yeah. It's something you love, though.
I love doing it,
So it's like you're not even cueing. It's just a part of the process.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a job or anything, no.
Let's see. Is there a format in the water that Mark can attend so that we don't see that he is not coordinated?
There is.
Wow.
Aqua
And
Zumba.
This comes from Jeremy Cunningham. Yes.
Aqua Zumba. So Aqua Zumba, I have something else on the side with that. So Zumba hires contractors. They hire Zumba education specialists. These are people, if you want to become an instructor, they'll train you. And then they have Zumba jammers. These are choreographers that make up choreography to sell to instructors. So if Zumba gives us monthly choreo, but if you want to be a little bit different from other instructors, then you go to a jam session, which is a 3-hour training, and you learn choreo from a jammer. I am a jammer for Zumba, for Aqua Zumba.
Oh, so you teach?
So I create choreography for the pool, and I sell it to other Aqua Zumba instructors. Yeah.
Balling. That's right.
Hey.
That's right. Look, so y'all see it right here in Liberty County. We got it to where you have a certified Aqua Zumba
Jammer.
Which means she teaches you.
How are you?
And she gets it together.
Yeah, and it's only so many of us in the world. I believe it's like 11 of us for Aqua Zumba jammers.
We must protect this woman at all costs. But she has a pretty good squad. All she needs is Jeremy Cunningham, our elected 11 black men president. So we got to protect you. Like, this is... So it's 11 of you guys in the world, and you get to sell your material to anybody.
Any Zumba instructor that teaches Aqua Zumba.
Wow.
Yeah. So before the pandemic, I would travel. I traveled to Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C. Someone would host me, and I would come to their facility or where they worked and do the training. And then the pandemic opened it up for us, because now we get people all around the world who've never been able to jam with us. So I've had people from Dubai, Australia, Korea, Germany, France.
So the pandemic kind of opened it up.
Yeah.
Because you during the pandemic, you could specifically work on stuff, and especially with the Zumba, you can do that on via.
We did it through Zoom.
Yeah,
I still do it through Zoom. So I do one a month. I've added a couple more later. Like I have one in 2 weeks, and we're doing all Halloween songs, so they can teach it in their classes during the month of October.
We do the monster mash.
But it's not gonna be that
graveyard smash.
That old school. They're remixes. I found some good remixes. I found a Addams Family remix with Snoop Dogg and Karol G.
The Addams Family. Go Addams. Go. Y'all remember that
everywhere.
Look, hey, y'all, King Bosses.
What up, everyone?
In the building, y'all. In the building.
Look, I ran here, y'all. Like, literally. No, I'm playing.
Look,
I ain't do nothing.
Right. Hey, so with that, when you're saying the Halloween, right?
Yeah.
All I can picture is what I just said. We do the mask.
No.
No.
I have a Thriller remix. It's like a EDM version. I have Ghostbusters by the Fall Out Boys, like a rock and roll version. Yeah. So we like Zumba has not only helped me change people's lives, but it has exposed me to different types of music.
Wow.
Growing up, especially in Liberty County, we used to listen to R&B and hip hop.
Yep.
That was it.
Left, right, left.
But now I'll listen to K-pop on my own, or Afrobeat,
K-pop
or
is really exploding.
Yes.
Even though I don't understand it. It's your swat. What's what?
They major. They made it. Yeah.
No, I
it's
love
funny.
K-pop.
Yeah, it's funny how it just hits all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because that and Nigeria, Africa is coming out with the reggae
Afrobeat.
Afrobeats.
Yeah.
And it just comes, and you're like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
I do Afrobeat all the time. I actually had a chance to work with an artist from Nigeria.
Tim's?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
Kiss Daniel?
No. You guys probably don't
burn
know.
that
but-
boy. Burn that boy.
It was, so what happened was during the pandemic, like I said, it opened up everything for us to be exposed to other people. So I was trying to find songs for my jam session, and I was listening on iTunes or Apple Music, and I was like, oh, I like this Afrobeat song. It was called like Kruma or something. And when we do our jams, because we're listening to music in other languages, we want to make sure that we're not offensive.
Yes.
So we have to do our research and figure out what they're saying. And I couldn't find the lyrics. So I found the artist on Instagram, and I reached out to him, and I was like, hi, I want to use your song to make choreography. Can you please tell me the lyrics? And I wasn't sure if he knew English or whatever, but I know English is a main language in Nigeria as well. So he reached out, and by that time I did find the lyrics, but he was like, oh my God, thank you so much for, using my song and things like that. And so I put a little preview on my Instagram, and I tagged him in it. And then his manager reached out to me and was like, hey, I was trying to see if we can like make some music together. And I was like, I'm not a music artist.
Yeah, but you're a choreographer, though.
I was a choreographer, so we kind of talked about like doing a warm-up mix or whatever. But then he was like, "No, I'm gonna make these songs. I'm gonna send it to you. You give me your feedback, and then we're gonna put it out on Apple Music. You're gonna be on the cover. You're gonna get royalties from it. All this stuff." And I was just like, "What is happening?"
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay. So they sent me the songs, and some of them were good. Some of them I was like, no, you can't do this. No.
Why not? Please, it is very good music. I know you don't understand it.
This ain't gonna work. So I gave them my feedback, and they went and they mastered it, and then I sent them some photos of me. They made an album cover, and they were like, all right, we're gonna release this on this date. Can you get your Zumba people to dance to this song? And I was like,
wow.
I just became a jammer. Like, I have no pool. So what I did was I reached out to like 15 other jammers who are not just Aqua Zumba. They do different rhythms or choreo. And I just asked them, and I was like, hey, can you come up with choreo to this? And we release it on July 24th, 2020. We're going to put it on our Instagram with this hashtag Carolina, because that's the name of the song. And they were like, okay. And so when we did it, and the jammers that I knew, Zumba puts people on platforms and they like blow up in the Zumba world. Like, people think they're celebrities. I wasn't at that status. A lot of these people I just knew from like doing little events with and stuff. We released that song that day, and that song was going hard for 3 months on Instagram. People just kept making up choreography, tag, all these Zumba instructors. And it was just crazy, and I did not expect that to happen.
Oh, wow. Like our new intro by Anthony Q. Try loving me. You guys check him out on all platforms, including Spotify. I'll have a link in the description. But yeah, when you give people love, especially when musicians, right? And you're able to just make that spark happen. It helps them, but it also helped you. You had a quality person. You done spoke to this person personally.
Yeah.
And you started that viral moment.
Yeah, hashtag Carolina with a K.
Hashtag
That's the song. Yeah, and if you look it up on Apple Music, I'm on the album cover, and I'm like, why am my face on here? I didn't do anything, but hey,
Wow.
Wait, now you did
I'll
more.
take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good moment during the pandemic for me.
I bet everybody stuck in the house. You in there like, I love this. Oh my God. All right, everyone. I don't have to be in your faces. You can sweat on your own carpet. Let's go,
Right.
Slanisha. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, do you have your favorite thing to say while you're doing Zumba? Like, if somebody was to mimic you, that's you.
That's what they're going to say. Hey, let's go.
Look, King Myers is yeah. That's his thing.
No, mine is A all day. Because, you know, when you say A, it's just going to change the whole mood. It doesn't matter where you're at. Mm-hmm. Like, you could be downtown Savannah and the little thing, the pedal thing come by, and you go, hey, they're going to be like, hey.
Yeah. Hype them up.
Yep.
Anywhere you're at. You could be in the gym, hey, hey.
Everybody, hey.
That's a universal word.
That's facts. That's facts. No, that's copyrighted, bro, Lanisha. And all of the products that you say. If you say this word without her permission, we will file and prosecute. So, with you training us so that we can be better, my wife and I, we're gonna eat good, we're gonna work out good, and am I just saying it, Mitch? You looking at?
I'm listening.
You listening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see y'all eat good.
If I
Live long.
walk around here swole in a mug, then everybody gonna be saying, "Oh yeah, he on steroids."
Like you taking that needle.
Yeah, that joker, man. You know, champ, and he ain't never been that big. Come on, bro. You can't just dance and get like that.
Hey, people, they have to understand that everyone has their own journey.
Yeah,
And that's
That's
why
true.
I think a lot of discouragement comes, especially when I see my clients. They're trying to look like someone else. Someone else is their motivation. No. Have this as your motivation. Have this as your A1C going down as your motivation. Or you don't have
call me out now.
Your joint pain in your knees. Have that as your motivation.
Right.
Calling out Mitch now.
Oh no, my
okay.
joints are good.
Hey man, why you just couldn't go with
But
that?
one thing that I learned about, to kind of piggyback off what you're saying about having your own journey, is that, and I was talking to your husband and King Mosley about this earlier, how I was running thinking that that's the way you're supposed to do it. I think I was talking to the sheriff. I don't know if you were there, but I was running thinking that, I was on the treadmill, and you know how it counts your calories.
Right.
And I put the treadmill at 6 miles per hour, and I ran for 2 miles. And I don't know how accurate that calorie counter is, but it had me at 260 something calories.
Mad.
I felt defeated. The next day, I put it on 4 miles an hour, but I walked. So that's a good pace walking.
Yeah.
And I inclined it to like 10.
Oh, yes.
And I was almost at like 600 calories.
Yeah, bro. You deserve that.
So,
You didn't tell me
yeah.
about the incline, bro.
Yeah, I inclined it.
Oh, wow.
But, the thing about it was, for me, the walking worked better.
Yeah.
Because when I'm running, I'm tired, I'm out of breath, and then I stop. And once I'm done, I don't want to see this treadmill no more.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
But the walking, I'm like, I could do this on a regular basis.
Yeah, people can do it, and they think that you have to have intensity to have more results, but that is not true, because I've had clients who could not step up on something, let alone jump, and they lost like 50 pounds in 6 months just from doing weight training.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And we were talking about nutrition earlier.
Right.
And King Boston is very particular about what he puts in his body. I do know that.
That's a good thing.
He
I'm trying
don't
to
just
be.
eat everything. I remember when he was trying, he might still do it. He used to make popsicles for MJ, like from natural fruit. And I was like, oh, dang, bro. He's like, yeah, man, I just do it like this. And then they sell the things on Amazon, the little tubes and everything. I put it in there, I set it up, throw it in the freezer. I was like, wow. And see, that let me know right there that he was disciplined enough to do that. And he did it for the benefit of his child, which will affect generations. And I was telling her the things that she does didn't just affect that person, because if this person makes a lifestyle change,
Right.
the kids are going to get benefits from the lifestyle change.
Absolutely.
They're going to be used to that pattern of eating. And now you basically taking that whole family maybe out of sickness.
Yeah. That's true. Because a lot of times when people think it's genetic, it's habit.
Don't get me started.
Habit.
You learn this. Your parents had. You watched them do it. You took on their habits, and now
Same thing with the recipe
you're
that's been
dealing with
passed
it.
down from
Right.
generations. It's like
Right.
we knew this recipe had lard, 4 sticks of butter, and we know what they were taught to cook. So what if the cooking and what we're ingesting is the one that's really activating these things in our body? Because this is a system that we will live on for the rest of our lives.
Right.
I mean, if we have fried chicken every day, not being racist, if we have fried chicken and grape Kool-Aid and watermelon, right? all races tend this. But if we had that and we ate that every day, do you not think it's going to affect our body? The watermelon.
The watermelon is, the watermelon.
But the fried chicken and the Kool-Aid.
Oh, it's going to affect you for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's where we get all these genetic dispositions from. Like sickle cell. People that have sickle cell. In Africa, do you know that sickle cell is not really a problem? You know why? Their diet. There's a yam that they eat.
Yeah.
And I remember when they were trying to bring the yam to the United States, and the FDA and everybody did not want it here because they make more money off these drugs than they do
the prescription medication.
Exactly. Because sickle cell is a natural defense to malaria. That's why the sickle cell were in their bodies, is because they were, more likely to have to fight off malaria.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of genetic things that are happening for a reason that we adapt to. That the reason that it's causing an ill effect on us is because we don't have the diet to support what our system is built for. You got to remember, you're tied to like generations of people, you guys. That's the difference in like fast twitch muscles and slow twitch muscles. Slow twitch can run long distances. Fast twitch muscles are quick. Ready to move. Why do you think that is? It's because it's genetic.
Your fast twitch muscles weren't working very much earlier, by the way, sir.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
I think I'll put that out there. Shout out to President Cunningham.
Wow.
We might have to crown him too, because he smoked it twice on camera. And I got it in slow mo. I don't know if you got that.
We already played the video, but today is about Lanisha Cunningham.
It is. It sure is.
It's
First lady, excuse me.
First lady, yes. It's not about him, okay? And nobody asked you about what happened.
It's just the whole fast twitch kind of trigger, I just connect.
Just like food triggers bad genetic code. So when you're doing these lifestyle changes, you really are affecting generations. Because if you guys really pick up on that and understand that what you eat, your body is going to use. They say you are what you eat.
That is so true.
Yeah. And when I eat Big Macs every day, and I've noticed that, I used to eat fast food, especially when I was a single guy. I would eat fast food. Total difference in body structure, everything. When I started eating at home and realized, hey, we ain't got to go out to eat.
Right.
Even outside food don't taste the same. You'll be like, everybody talking about this fire. Yeah, salty.
Back in the day, it didn't taste bad. The fast food, it didn't taste bad back in the day. But now, it's
different
like
products and chemicals.
Yeah.
And we learned about that when we went to Africa. See, you look online and you see flies and stuff flying on the meat, right? And I do not like flies. Trust me.
Them flies are disrespectful.
They very disrespectful. They're like, hold on, I eat with you, man. Oh, you ain't used to this. You better get with the program, bro. I might be spitting on your food and chucking it up, but you got the enzymes to fight that. Just eat. I'm gonna eat with you. Share. We learned about fresh food.
Yeah.
We would walk into an establishment or a camp, what we call them there, and we would see our food while we walked in. They'd be like,
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, what's up, man? Later on,
Just go on the plate.
I'm like, what's this? Oh, goat. This is goat. Oh, it's goat. Where'd y'all get this from? Y'all bought it? No, you walked by it when you walked in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have already cleaned him and we are eating him
So they
now.
didn't have time to do all that processing.
Nope.
Yep,
And all that way that they do here.
It's fresh. It is fresh.
Yeah, bananas are like
Small.
this big.
With big seeds in it.
All them big
It's a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Different.
like, and my body went through it. Do you hear me? My body was like, all right, purge! And I was like, oh, God, why am I so sick? Then after that, it was like energy.
But that happens though, even here. If someone had a lifestyle where they're eating the fried chicken and all that all the time, and then they try to cut that out and start eating fruits and vegetables, they're gonna feel sick.
Yep. Yeah,
And then if somebody's eating nutrient-dense foods and then go to that, they're gonna feel sick.
Yes.
So that definitely happens. Don't let that discourage you.
Yeah, y'all need to remember that. Whenever you're going on a lifestyle change, and you start eating things that you didn't normally eat that are more nutritious, understand you are going to get sick. You can't go around and say, "Oh, I'm sick. This food making me sick. I must be allergic to it. I got to get back to eating what I want." No, that's your body purging all the bad stuff, and the bad stuff is like, it's almost like you a fiend. It's like, "Hey man, come on, let me get some of those corn syrups,
High
fructose corn syrup," and your body's getting rid of it. Then you start getting weak, and you're like, "Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it."
Yeah.
You are making it. That's your body basically resetting itself.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's get all this stuff out. Keep eating that good stuff. Watch your energy go.
Yeah.
Watch when you go to the doctor. I just don't know what happened.
That's true.
I can take you off your medicines. I don't know what you did. Did you work out something with God? No, we use the products and things that are on this earth and ate it to the best of its ability.
Yeah.
Nutrition is very important.
Everything we need to survive is here. It
Yes.
doesn't have to be manufactured in a plant. You know.
Yeah, I lost so much weight. I was going up the steps because I was afraid to get on the elevator because they got like rolling blackouts. There's no way. And they be on the elevator all comfortable and like, come. It'd be 6 of us. We can go. I'm like, nah, I'm good. The stairs is right there, buddy. I was not. Have you ever been to Africa?
No, but I really want to go.
Okay.
I really want to go. I just took a class in my history major from Africa from 1800 to now, but it was from the colonizers' perspective.
Got you.
So good. My teacher was from Ghana. Yeah.
It is very different. It
Yeah.
is very different. That when I got off the plane, I was kind of like, I had anxiety because when you step off that plane, you're not in America, and all you see is people that look like you. That's it. And then the ignorance in my mind kicked in like,
Yep.
whoa, hold on. I'm not used to this. Like, everybody cool? Hey, let me talk to you. You gonna use some ignorant, like, and it's nothing like that.
Nope. That's what
They're
our teacher
talking to
tried to
me.
get us. They
Yeah.
were like, it's not. He was like, the colonizers made people believe that Africans were primitive, backwards, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not true at all.
And
And that's why I was like, I have to go.
they do so much with so little. Like, the way that it can be described is was it Elon Musk or the owner of Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg got off a plane and went straight to Computer Village. And when you go through Computer Village, because we did, it's like you go into a whole nother world. You got stores on top of stores, but then you got people out making paper robots, and you're like, wait, that's just paper? Yes, I have taken the solenoid out of these. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, doing so much with so little.
Yep.
That is what I believe the colonizers were afraid of, is when you see unity. Because I was watching 4 looking dudes with 10s walking around with their family in complete harmony. It was like, it wasn't, they weren't competing for, oh, I didn't been with this person, or, it was
Yeah.
more of, look, we are together and we are going to make this thing work. And it was beautiful, man. You still got your, things just like you have anywhere else, but
Right.
the only thing that's missing there is infrastructure.
Yes. That's what we learned about that too.
If they
yeah.
have infrastructure, it's over with. And I can't understand why they don't, because if they started trading the goods and everything, the resources that they have for infrastructure, hey, no, we'll give us some money, but you send your engineers down here so we can get our sewer system right, so we can get our electricity right, because rolling blackouts ain't fun.
No.
And
I
it shouldn't be.
think the exploitation is what has hindered that, because Africa has all of the resources that everyone gets from around the world.
That's true.
Yeah.
All that exploitation that happened.
Yeah, and it's still happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it's a beautiful experience. I'm sure President Cunningham will take you on that trip. Matter of fact, look, I think he should take you in about 4 or 5 months from now. and you guys should go to Africa. It's only, and you need to go first class. So those tickets probably around.
So you're gonna fund the ticket?
No.
He gonna tell you firsthand.
He's doing it.
He didn't want to go first class.
You heard what I said? President. I don't have Prez in front of my name. So he'll be taking
first class.
Yeah, you need first class. 'Cause I opted not to. And I had to look at all my rich brothers sit up front. Like, I'm sitting in between two people, me. Why you laughing so hard, bro?
Oh man, I remember that, bro.
Listen to me.
I remember that. Let's see, in first class, the seats turn into beds.
Oh.
Literally. 180 degrees.
So if you go back, you'll do it first class.
Oh my, I would never
What?
sit with the peasants again.
Oh.
I'm just playing. Look, I had bought a pillow off of Amazon where I can sleep like that. The pillow be on your face like this. You can even look at your phone. No. And then they come back here to check on me. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Mark. How are you? They were. The flight attendants were
so
worried
funny.
about them. They had security. They're like, sir, you don't have to be back here with them. They're like, no, we are checking on our brother. We are checking on Mark, who did not want to pay the extra $1,500. Mark, how are you, Mark? All right, bro, I'm uncomfortable. Oh, we are sipping champagne. We are about to go to sleep. They're going to bring us our third entree.
Oh yeah, they feed you good. They feed you good.
What did you
Wow.
have? Man, I got these. They're hazelnuts. It's not the almonds. I got the hazelnuts. Oh, those are good. So enjoy your flight. We have about 9
my
more hours. And I'm like, man, I'm talking about, it was terrible.
But you needed that experience.
Hey, okay, so challenge issue. Your husband says if I can beat him in a foot race, he'll pay for it. So you know what? We're going to set a date, probably next month, and I will be racing President Cunningham for you to go to Africa first class.
Are you gonna train with me prior? Because you're gonna need some help.
Yeah, please.
trying to
I'll
help?
train with you. I'll
Trying to
train.
help him, bro.
That's right. That's right. It's
You
gonna
ready
be
to
help.
go?
Yes. So, yes, y'all heard that, right? Yeah, President Cunningham, Jeremy Cunningham of the 11 Black Men, has challenged King Conda, the People's Champ, in a foot race. This will determine when Lanisha will go to Africa. And it's got to be Nigeria. It can be anywhere else, but Nigeria, we know we got connections to where y'all are.
Yeah.
Y'all are
You don't want to
solid.
just go out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, you
I
do
hear
need a guy.
Nigeria just looks like a city, like in the United
Certain
States.
areas.
Yeah, certain.
areas.
Yeah. Now, when you start getting outside of the city, which he didn't get to go, but when you get outside of the city, it's different.
Okay.
Yes, but you
In the
definitely
village.
Yeah, in the village. I
Yeah,
went to
in
the
the-
villages of Africa. And if you did Zumba there, you talking about being a millionaire. You would.
Oh, they
be
probably already have Zumba there.
balling. Huh?
They probably already have Zumba there.
Yeah,
Zumba
but-
is over in like 200.
They don't have Lanisha Zumba.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like for
That
real,
part.
that should be that. If people would focus, we talk afterwards because I don't want nobody taking it and running with it. It says I'm going to ramp up my training if Mark is getting training. I predict he will lose by at least 15 steps.
But look, I don't think it should be like, because y'all kind of just did a little sprint from the line to the water fountain. I think y'all should do at least one lap
Yeah.
No, we're not
around
doing
the
all
track.
that. See,
That'd be a good race. I want to see some endurance.
No, man, we're not doing all
Yeah,
this
that would
skinny
be
people.
good.
This
That'd be
skinny
good.
people stuff, man. Stop.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I understand you think it would be good.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you. I certainly know you do. Boy, you so light skinned. Anyways,
Mark looks so offended.
yeah, I was. I want to see you guys do a lap.
A whole lap.
I'm good, man. We're doing our 40-yard dash is what we're doing.
That wasn't 40.
Why do you keep look, man?
That was not
you're
40 yards.
starting. I don't know why you got to put all this.
You know we got it on camera, right?
Yeah, and that's 40 yards. People see it in the video. People
Okay.
saw it in the video that it's 40 40 yards. And I would appreciate you not speaking again about it. Like, what are you doing? I thought we were cool. You used to be my homie. You used to be my ace. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. Mr. Boston didn't learn anything about underestimating me. Oh, wow.
Who said that?
Oh, Jeremy Cunningham, your prayers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Look, you was moving kind of slow too, sir.
Oh, he definitely was.
He was moving slower.
Yeah. Right. And see, the thing
I
is,
recorded y'all both in slow motion.
don't underestimate me either, because I definitely was not out there giving my best. Now I did not expect him to get out the line the way he did. That joker got off that line.
He got off the line.
He really did. But don't underestimate the big country fed brother right here. Don't do that.
Yeah, man.
Don't do
I need
that.
one lap.
The challenge. Man, stop with that one lap. Man,
really
we going
show.
40 yards. You hear me?
All right, we're going to count them 40 next time.
That's fine.
I'm going to bring my little roller out.
Yes,
we're going to
that's
count
fine.
them 40.
We can do that.
Okay.
You know what? This is about Lanisha right now.
It is.
Lanisha,
I'm just entertained.
look, when it comes to Zumba now, and with you doing the Aqua Zumba, what is something else that you're looking forward to in your Zumba profession that nobody knows about? Is something internally that you're putting together yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm doing something internally, but my goal is just to expose people to fitness, introduce it, and just change lives. So I've worked with a very broad range of participants. Before I enrolled in school at Georgia Southern, I was working in Savannah. I worked at Habersham YMCA. I was working at the Jewish Education Alliance teaching classes. I was working at the fitness center on the landings.
Oh, we balling.
Yeah, big money.
Ooh.
So I worked with a lot of people. I had a class that was just for people. They were probably between 70 and 90 years old.
Wow.
And that was very inspirational because people think when you get older you can't do anything, but they were still inspired and motivated to do stuff. And they motivated me to keep going because I'm like, you don't know what cards you're going to get dealt with in life. We can try to live this healthy lifestyle, but then you can have cancer tomorrow.
Yeah.
These people were continuing at 90 years old going. So I just like reaching people, and a way to reach them is making sure that I'm up to date on my education, learning new formats, things like that. So there are a couple of things that I want to get licensed in, and just take a couple more trainings on just to expand me. Because right now I'm really focused, like I do teach classes at the Y, but my focus is the personal training, positive change fitness. I'm really trying to get that out there in the community and eventually have my own space.
How can they find Positive Change Fitness?
Well, I'm on all social media platforms. I'm on Facebook is the more active page. So it's just Positive Change Fitness LLC. They can go there.
Change Fitness.
I have an Instagram too, and I have a TikTok. I'm trying to learn that with the younger kids. It's a struggle.
Yes.
But that's basically where you would find my information, and from there you have my phone number. There's also a link for you to set up a meet and greet, and this is just a meeting where we kind of talk about what are your goals, what are your barriers that's stopping you, your lifestyle, how I kind of run my business, and just see if like Positive Change Fitness is a good fit for you. So once there, you schedule, and then we go from there.
Okay. So the website will basically be your social media. Right?
Well, I have social media, and the link is on the social media. I'm working on doing that with the website and stuff like that. But right now, that's just the easiest way for people to get in contact with me. And when we do the meet and greets, it can either, I have a virtual option, we can do it through Zoom because I know people have busy schedules, or we can just meet in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, right now, let me see those hearts go up. And if someone would type in the chat what she just told you what her social media is, if you guys don't mind. And I need you guys to reach out if you want your lifestyle to change.
Yes.
Do you believe I can get abs within like maybe 6 months if I try hard? I can get at least a half an ab?
I think so.
Okay.
Trying hard would be a consistent workout routine.
Okay.
And
how many times a
eating right.
week?
So I have some clients because I have like a minimum requirement that people have to do with me. And this is just to help create consistency. Because if I just let people sign up here and there, it would be all over the place. And you wouldn't show up. If you're like, oh, I'm going to do one day this week and one day next week. You got to do this minimum. The minimum is 3 times a week with me for 30 minutes. But my personal journey, I work out 5 days a week.
Oh, wow.
At least an hour. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Are you still doing classes at the Y?
I am. I think I have 5 or 6 classes. So I do a strength class called cardio strength, and it's kind of like HIIT style. We do like 5 clusters. In each cluster, there's 3 exercises. Okay. The first 2 are more strength, like a bicep curl, a squat, and then the last one will be cardio, like jumping jacks, mountain climbers. And we do that 3 times, go to the next cluster until we finish all 5. That's a very popular class that I have at the Y. Because of me working with a broad range of participants, I know how to modify. So I know how to, if somebody comes in like, oh, I had this knee replacement. Okay, well, this is how you're going to do this. You're going to use this bar right here. So I have a large group of people there. And then, of course, I teach Zumba.
Yes.
So Zumba is Monday night at 5:45 p.m. at the YMCA. Right after, I teach cardio strength at 6:45. Tuesday morning, which is the older crowd, because usually they don't work, I have Aqua Zumba at 8 a.m. in the pool. And then I have Zumba Gold at 11 a.m., which is Zumba, but it's modified. It's slower. Because sometimes when you're older, your balance is off and your coordination, and we don't want anyone falling or tripping. So it's at half tempo. And then Wednesday night for my turn-up crew, I have Mixed Fit. That's another dance fitness. We dance to hip-hop, pop music. It's easier to follow than Zumba. And we listen to like the songs that are on the radio and stuff like that. And then Saturday I do cardio strength.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
this is all at the Y?
Yeah, that's at the Y. And that's watered down. Like I was doing like 18 classes a week at one point.
Wow.
But I had to water that down when I went to school. And so I do that, and I have 12 clients right now.
Hey, bro, I couldn't imagine what it is just to walk around with her, like going to stores. I know you out of breath, and she just like, oh, sometimes I don't even know I'm walking. Like, golly, like your cardio has to be unbelievable.
My body's just used to it.
Yeah, well, see, if everybody's body was just used to it like that, I believe we'll be better off.
Oh,
yeah, because like, people ask all the time, they're like, how do you do it? Or you drink coffee? I said, I don't take anything. I just drink water.
You know what? This is what I want to ask. What is a typical meal or a typical day of you eating? What do you...
If I'm prepared, like if I went to the grocery store, because sometimes the schedule gets busy, I'm not prepared. But if I'm prepared for morning, egg whites. I've been eating like gluten-free stuff because I have some digestive issues. So egg whites, gluten-free oatmeal. In the oatmeal, I put like blackberries or raspberries or blueberries in it. Maybe some granola. What else do I eat? And then for lunch, probably tuna, salad. And I don't want people to think that you always have to eat salads to be healthy. You. That's not true. But I like salads. If I have leftovers, I'll eat salmon. I love salmon. Sweet potato, that's a good combination that I eat. I like ground turkey. Tacos or something. Make a turkey bowl with ground turkey, black beans, quinoa, cucumbers, olives, all that stuff in there.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be boring.
Yeah, almonds. I like pumpkin seeds. They have like the healthy fat. Chia seeds.
Okay.
Fruits, raw vegetables, carrots, cucumbers, the snap peas.
Now, say I'm a fat person, right? And I'm on the go. And you're eating on the go. What are some things that you've learned that even when you're out and about and you don't have time to prep or anything, what are some of the options that you choose? What's the route you go when you're just eating out and you got to choose? Oh, God. She was like, I don't do that.
You're going to have to prep something, a bag of fruit, apple, banana. You got to prep something. You have to go to the store to get it. You can't rely. Now, I do eat fast food sometimes. I'll eat Chick-fil-A. I like their salad. I'll eat Panera.
Okay.
That's usually what
That's it.
I don't eat no burgers, and I'll eat a turkey burger or a black bean burger and stuff like that. But that's just me. Like, everyone doesn't have to do that. So, like, yogurt, fruit, those are quick things.
Okay.
I mean, there are some processed like bars and stuff, but I just don't eat that. It just messes up my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you get sensitive when you start eating right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
that's
stomach
true.
will get jacked up.
Oh, wow. Anisha, I want to tell you this. You're absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you do in the community. I mean, I highly doubt that you're being paid with your worth, especially with the classes that you do, and you still do it. I really want to send my mother your way.
Yeah, you should.
She's 83, but she would go out there and cut her own grass, and she has a yard. It's not one of these, I'm going to push it, baby. No, she get on that lawnmower. I want to edge it up. I'm like, Mama, God, dog, you got barely on the edge of it. But I would love to see her, in shape and getting it together with that. So
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend that. But Queen, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
We thank you for taking the time to be here today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
It's our pleasure, trust me. Now, we're getting to the part of the show where we're going to drop free game. Or it could be a motivating quote, but you've dropped so much free game today. just learning, that you can have fun and get healthy. That's big, and people don't realize that. You guys, when you're setting your family up for health, it is wealth. I'm going to tell you this right now. Like being healthy and knowing that, I ain't got to worry about this, I ain't got to worry about now things happen, but just knowing that your body's in good shape, it helps you earn money. It helps you think positively. All of these, we take so much medicine nowadays because we're counteracting the preservatives and things that we're eating's reaction to our body and our brain. Like when you get all of these things out of you, you start to truly find out who you are. And it changes your family and it changes your life. So we're going to ask you to give a quote or something with some free game that's been on your mind or something to help motivate people right now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, because my business is named Positive Change Fitness, I really try to incorporate that a lot into training with people. And I decided to name it that because we all go through hardships in life. You have to find some way to cope with it. Some people use drugs, some people use smoking, some people use sex, some people use religion, some people use fitness. And it's never too late if you are in something that is bringing you down, slowing you down, something that's negative. It's never too late to make the positive change. Never too late. Just because you're older, you're 60, 70, that doesn't mean it's too late. You can still make that lifestyle change. You just have to prove it to yourself, and you need people in your corner to support you. And that's the outlet that I'm trying to be for the community. So whatever you go through, don't worry about it. Just like in the words of Oprah Winfrey, turn your wounds into wisdom. Okay?
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We normally have Copernicus, which is King Myers, but Copernicus is not here today. So, King Boston, what did you want to tell the kings and queens today, bro?
Well, I certainly can't fill the shoes of Copernicus, but I could speak from my own testimony. And Nisha, you reignited my flame to want to continue that lifestyle change. Because one thing that I've learned is consistency. Mm-hmm. When it comes to fitness, it's not like putting money in the bank and just letting it do. No, you gotta constantly go at it. You have to make a conscious decision to eat right.
Yeah.
To be cognizant of what it is you're putting in your body. And, and we've talked about this before, but the beauty of us living in this information era is that the information is here. And just like how those algorithms work, if you start looking for things that will help you, more stuff will start coming to you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
So I've been eating steel cut oatmeal and putting different healthy ingredients in it, and I noticed that the more I eat these wholesome foods, I'm not hungry throughout the day.
Your body is satisfied.
Your body's satisfied.
Yep.
So, and I recently started making my own tea.
Oh, nice.
So I get green tea or peppermint or, just make my own.
Yep.
And one thing about it is you save a lot of money.
Oh, for sure.
When you're eating right, they say, oh, eating right is expensive, but so is triple bypass surgery.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
It could cost you your life.
Yeah.
So I just think that if we all worshipped our body like the temple that it is, because you only get one.
You only get one.
And you got to take care of it. And, like I said, I appreciate just listening. Because it's like, I need to go to the gym like tomorrow. I've been doing better.
At least, though, your mindset.
Right. It's a mindset.
Is right.
It's a mentality.
You have to know your value as a person. And I always tell people, a lot of people invest into material things. Mm-hmm. You invest into that, and it's like, for what? Not why wouldn't you invest into yourself?
Right.
And I use the analogy of like when you get a house, a car, you put all this maintenance into it, paying the bills all the time. You're not going to not pay your electricity bill. You're not going to not pay your water bill. So why are you putting stuff that doesn't go into your body in there?
Right.
Why are you not taking care of yourself?
That's facts. That's facts.
Because then when you get down the road, you're going to look at it like those abandoned houses. That house used to be nice. What happened to it?
Wow.
You're going to look at your body and be like, dang, what happened to me?
I like that.
So you got to put value into yourself.
You have to.
And Kings and Queens, to sum it all up, she really summed it up with that one. Because when you're riding down the house and you look on, you remember that house. Just like we grew up back in the day. It was like, oh, that house is nice. And then check that house out when nobody cuts the grass.
And don't keep up with it.
That's true.
You're like, dang, what happened? And see, the thing is, we can't see what's going on in our body.
No.
We can feel it, especially when things are wrong. We can feel it. But we can't see it, and if we saw it, would we be that abandoned house? Like, are we abandoning our body just because we think, oh, well,
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. Until it makes itself known.
That's usually when people make the change, when they go to the doctor and doctor's like, hey, you need to get that. That's usually how most of my clients come to me. Yeah.
Wow. So, guys, we've got to be our change. Making the change is one thing. Taking the lifestyle is another. But let's don't be around here like an abandoned house. Let's don't abandon our main house.
Yep. Everything in moderation.
Yes. Kings and Queens, this is like a very powerful episode. I appreciate you, Lanisha, because health is important, and getting this temple and this house of ours together, it can be strenuous because we're always looking for easy and quick solutions. And now everybody in Liberty County and surrounding areas and everywhere else, you have a connection because, like she said, she can do Zoom. You can be working with her on the Zoom call, a highly motivated person that really cares about you. Because these videos that you go by, they're not personable. You wouldn't be able to email or text or call this person. But with Lanisha, you can. Look at her programs, link up with her on Facebook, Instagram, and let's get it going, guys. Lanisha, one more time, tell them how they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook. Just type in Positive Change Fitness LLC. And on there, you'll see content that I've shared with some of my clients before and after, myself working out. And there's a link where you can schedule a meet and greet, and also my phone number where you can text me. Also, I have Instagram with Positive Change Fitness. So please reach out. Don't be intimidated. My style of training is not like the boot camp, like, get on the floor, let's go. Like, I might have my moments, but I'm very encouraging, and I want my clients to learn what to do, because you're not going to have a personal trainer forever. I know that. My goal is to teach you what to do, so when that time comes, you're ready.
Yeah, ready to pass it down to all of your generations and your family, to change that so-called genetic code that's been enabling a lot of families with having worry. This is how we change it, guys, and it's taking care of your house and not leaving it and abandoned. Thank you, Lanisha Cunningham.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
We appreciate you, kings and queens, for watching. It's your king, King Conda, the people's champ. We enjoyed you, and we're out.